Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. And today we're back with another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. And in this one, we're going to be taking a look at a realistic mod for the Porter PC-6. The Porter PC-6 that was just recently released for Microsoft Flight Simulator by... It's one of the default aircrafts now, that's what I'm trying to say. And this is a Realism mod, which basically aims to make it a little bit more realistic, improve the airplane, and it's done by Got Gravel. We all know Got Gravel. He's got amazing mods out there, and this is a beta, so it's very much a work in progress. And again, the goal is to give the most accurate and realistic flight model, engine, even the propeller. There are a couple of Porter pilots involved apparently, so this should be really good, I think. I've been giving this a go, testing it out, and I kind of flew this a little bit with the mod, and then I removed the mod, and it does change the airplane quite a bit. It really improves the Porter. So it also features better camera angles, which is very nice. It gives you a different gearbox, so keep an eye on your RPM and ITT. They do rise way too much when you compare it to the default aircraft. I'm gonna guess that's realistic, so that's really good. This is a default livery, and you can get this beta on the Discord channel of Got Gravel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a link for his Discord channel in my description down below. I don't have anything to do with his Discord channel, so I'm just gonna leave a link there, and there should be a channel for the Porter. It's really good. It's a really nice aircraft. As you can see, it's got a nice propeller, and the engine. You also get a stronger engine, a PT-6 834 with 750 horsepower. There's also a more effective beta mode. And as you can see, it's the Porter PC-6, and if you have flown it, you're gonna recognize it pretty quickly. Now let's go back to the inside. I will have a link for his Discord in my description, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and it also lets me know you guys enjoy the content. So this is the inside. This is the PC-6. I am basically moving my camera with my mouse right now, and the last update, it kind of broke the camera for me. If I am holding the camera with my mouse, I cannot move my joystick. The controls freeze up. Okay, so we can turn this on. I'm not going to be following the in-game checklist. I'm just going to open the fuel valve, and I'm gonna crack this a little bit. There we go. Propeller kind of forward. Parking brake is engaged. Just gonna make sure it's all looking good. And now we can go real quick through the camera angles. Control 1, Control 2, 3, 4, Control 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's pretty good. So let's go back to Control 5. So we want bus 1, bus 2, there we go. Auxiliary pump, not yet. I'm gonna open you guys up because we're gonna be using you in just a second. Beacon, landing light on in a bit. Internal instruments, why not? I'm gonna turn on the position just because we were right by the runway. And I'm gonna turn the landing lights in a bit. Okay, you're all looking good. Auxiliary pump for a couple of seconds. Ignition, starter. Okay, it's climbing. And let's add this. There we go. Keep an eye on the temperature. Low idle. There we go. Looking good. That was a good start. And let's move around. I don't want to close this. Okay. Standby power. No, you go down, you go up. We're just by the runway, so that's why I'm gonna turn everything on. We are literally just by the runway. Avionics, cockpit fan, it's very hot. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's hot. Outside our temperature 15. Yeah, let's turn you off. Prop the ice, enter the ice. External fuel control. Autopilot. Okay, so far so good. Let's do flaps 1. Prop all the way forward. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna reverse a little bit out of here. There we go. I'm gonna release the parking brake. And as we take off, I want you to try and keep an eye on the RPM and the temperature. So right here you have torque, the ITT, which is your temperature. Just keep an eye on this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go propeller full forward. I'm gonna go full throttle, and this way you will see this rise very quickly. And ideally, as you take off, what you want to do is you want to pull the throttle back to right about 80%, give or take. You kind of have to keep an eye on this and do it as you go, and then you're gonna pull the propeller as well. But yeah. Autopilot. We can start the autopilot as we go. Let's give it some power. Final check. Landing lights are on, everything is on. The landing light is down. Please move. Did I lock the tail wheel a little bit? I might have. There we go. Let's adjust my seat. I'm a tall dude, so keeping an eye from the top. And we are in clear weather, and if you're curious, what I'm gonna do is let's line up and wait. There we go. VFR map. This is where we're at. We're at Lima Sierra Zulu Alpha, which is a pretty nice area. Switzerland is a really nice area to fly around. Oh, I'm gonna have to hold the brakes. So yeah, Switzerland is a really nice area to fly around in. Especially if you have like a porter, you can land pretty much anywhere. But yeah, so we do have flaps 1. We are full power. We're gonna go to rich. Full throttle, and as you can see, I'm gonna zoom in a bit so you can actually see it for yourself. There we go. We have Takeoff. I'm not gonna touch the throttle or propeller. Look at this. Over torque, the propeller, the RPM, it's going crazy. So what you want to do is you want to pull your throttle back a little bit, and then you want to pull the propeller back a little bit. And you kind of watch what you're doing, and there we go. So that's what you want to do ideally. If you keep it full forward on the propeller, gonna be bad. Flaps up. There we go. I'm kind of maintaining this view just so you can keep an eye on this. And I am trying to trim this. You can probably see the trim switch on the actual cockpit. So this is the trim switch. Let's turn right just a little bit. I'm gonna get some altitude, and then I'm gonna show how responsive this is, which is very, very responsive, which is really, really nice. So we have a good trim. I am not really touching my joystick right now. Like, now I am, but for the pitch, I am not really pitching it up or down. Okay, so let's do 6,000. Yeah. Apply director. Off trim, ER trim. And here you have your autopilot, you have your vertical speed, which kind of saved the one we have here. And as you can see, we can move it shows right here the altitude you selected, but you can also see it right here, which is very nice. If you want to mess with the heading, which we do have it right here, we were on the roll autopilot. So if you want to mess with the heading, this is how you adjust your heading. I'm not sure when it's going to be fixed, showing the autopilot is enabled here up top. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not broken. Maybe that's how it should be. But I'm kind of used to seeing the autopilot showing up on top of the PFD. I am using the NXI mod, which you can find on the marketplace. Right here you can switch between Coco. There's also relative off. We're gonna have Coco for now. X-Rad. We are on clear weather, so we shouldn't really see anything on X-Rad. Here on engine, we don't really have anything yet. This is blanked out. So. As you can see, we do have a pretty good speed, a good rate of climb. And I don't feel like we're pushing it. We could climb even faster. I feel like the PC-6, it's a really, really good airplane. You can land anywhere, you can take off from anywhere, you can climb fast. So if you like flying near mountains like I do, if you have to, you can just climb a lot, very fast. We are reaching 6,000. There's a lake there. And if you do enjoy flying around Switzerland, there's a really good area that I personally really enjoy flying around in. And you can find a mod for the airport I'm thinking of. And it's Zamedan. Just look on flightsim.to. Samedan. Very nice airport. Okay. We are in a relatively good area, so let's look. We do have the autopilot on, so we can just take in the scenery, which is a really gorgeous area. I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the autopilot, and I'm gonna show how responsive this is, how fast you can roll, how fast you can pull up, pull down, by pulling the joystick, how fast you're gonna pitch up. Let's turn everything off, and we should be good. We are on our own, basically. So I'm gonna pull my joystick all the way to the left. All the way to the left. Let's just adjust the sound a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Okay, pulling the joystick all the way to the left. This is how fast you can roll, which is decently fast. Let's pull the throttle back. Let's level off again. There we go. Let's stabilize this, and then I'm gonna pull my joystick all the way to the right. There we go, looking good. We lost around 500 feet, which is okay. All the way to the right. Stabilize this. Give it throttle again, there we go. Looking good. Now I'm gonna pull my joystick back. And this is how fast you can pull back. This is really, really fun. We did lose quite a bit of speed. There we go. Let's get the control back. There we go. Let's go back to 5,000. And this is what I meant by you can climb very, very fast. Look at this. You keep your speed around 80, and that's a really, really good rate of climb. Especially if you're in or around mountains. Okay, I'm gonna do this again as soon as we gain some speed. I'm gonna pull the joystick back all the way. And look at this beauty. It is very, very responsive. We barely lost any altitude. I did control this a little bit better this time. If you're wondering, you can engage the reverser mid-flight. You can do that. Yeah, you can do that. Should you? Maybe not. Like, just because you can, it doesn't mean you should. Also pull back the propeller all the way back. Let's give it again. Let's control the RPM. There we go. I don't know I'm abusing this aircraft, but the idea is showing it's working. So what I like to do with the propeller, I just get it outside the rad, and then I control it with the scroll wheel. And as you can see, if you control it with the scroll wheel after you're outside the rad, you can give it some very, very minor inputs. Like very, very minor. As you go past 2,000, not good. Just to be safe, personally, I'll keep it below 2,000. Well below 2,000. There we go. Looking good. But that's me, you know. That's me. And let's go back. Yes, bank angle. The best part about flying airplanes like this one you can pretty much fly in a boat manner, I guess. You can fly properly, you can do some maneuvers if you want. You can land on some very, very risky places on top of mountains. And the airport should be on the other side of this mountain, if I am not mistaken, which I very well might be. So we should have a... I keep forgetting. Like, the last update, it also gave us a bug. If you press the middle mouse button, which is basically the mouse scroll wheel, you can basically look around, zoom in, zoom out, look around. When you press the scroll wheel, it basically resets the zoom. It's super annoying. And if you are basically moving your camera with your right mouse button, your controls are locked up. Like, my joystick is all the way to the left and it's not doing anything. Now I'm gonna release the right mouse button and it's not doing anything because I haven't really moved the joystick, but as soon as I move it a little bit, it kind of starts rolling. It's not that fun. Not at all. See what I mean? It's kind of hard losing the muscle memory of doing this in this manner. I've been using the right mouse button to look around for a long while actually. Yes, I do know I'm high, but I kind of want to show the performance of this, if you don't mind being a little bit reckless, I want to say. Go. And the airport should be somewhere around there. Somewhere. So to move this way, I've kind of been using my joystick. Wrong way. This way. So yeah, at the end of this we have the airport. Kind of wish we could save a specific height for the pilot. I feel like this is a little bit short. I like this one better. And it's not because of the front view, like, I just like this a little bit better. And we can see the runway from here, which is very nice. So, have any of you been flying anywhere? Do you have any airports you would suggest? Any beautiful places? Okay. So I'm gonna go idle on the throttle. And propeller full forward. There we go. Full forward. We are on high. What I think I'm gonna do, as you can see, even though my throttle is not even halfway there, look at the RPM. It's crazy. You really have to manage your RPM and throttle on this. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep giving it throttle for a while longer. I want to do a fun descent. I want to try and go down quickly, just so we can take a look at the capabilities of the Porter. If you're flying in and around mountains, you might wanna either descend quickly or just fly up quickly, which is completely fine. You just have to be a little bit more careful, just a little bit. And make sure you don't have passengers, and if you do, make sure they have their bags with them, just in case they get sick. Okay, propeller full forward. Flaps. And the Porter is an airplane that has been used for skydiving. And if you look around, you're gonna see some very nice photos of basically skydivers, people with wingsuit, and the airplane doing this right after dropping them off, which is kinda nice seeing this. The other day I saw I think it was a video of I think it was a bunch of wingsuit, a bunch of people with wingsuits and a Porter basically nosediving. There we go. And I'm gonna try and do this very smoothly. I'm not gonna land on the proper mark. There we go. I'm gonna glide. There we go. And reverse. I didn't really use the brakes at all. Except now, I did brake right towards the end, but no brakes, just the reverse. And after I touched down, reverse, no brakes, except a little bit towards the very end. And this is how fast you can stop this. We don't really have a lot of runway left, and even though we don't really have a lot of runway left, flaps 1, full throttle, and look how fast we can take off. And we have taken off. Like, you can pretty much take off from anywhere with this. Just keep an eye on the RPM and the temperature. If you abuse this, the temperature goes up pretty quickly. Let's go full throttle. I just want to show what it's like. There we go. As you can see, 590, 600. Let's go full prop, just so you can see this as well. Over torque, RPM going up. Prop back. Throttle back. ITT going back. And this is the Porter PC-6 Realism mod by God Gravel. I will have a link for his Discord channel, and if he releases this on flightsim.to, I will try to remember and update the link for the flightsim.to link. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. It really helps me out with the algorithm on YouTube. And wherever you are, I hope you stay safe, fly safe. Bye bye.